And we got to talk about him, man. We have to continue to follow up on this Shedeur Sanders situation. I know it feels like we might be beating a dead horse.
This is turning into the Shedeur Sanders network.
But Dillon Gabriel did get a start this past week. He didn't look terrible, but he had a 72 quarterback rate, and he turned it over a couple of times, including the pick six. And of course, he made the infamous quote that, there are entertainers and there are competitors. And of course, he's the ultimate competitor. He didn't look very competitive after he threw that pick six. He kind of jogged toward the sideline. He didn't really make all that much of an effort to tackle the guy who he actually threw the ball to. That's another conversation.
Tape don't lie.
In Cleveland, there's still a lot of consternation about who the backup will be. They have named Joe Flacco as the day one starter. I'll take your thoughts, though, man, on the Cleveland Browns backup quarterback situation. Why is there no definitive backup as of yet? What more do they need to see? Shedeur has been the best quarterback in camp. He's even been better than Joe Flacco, in my opinion. But of course, we pretty much figured that Joe Flacco would start the season.
Right.
Why the delay? In your opinion?
Because, this is what Cleveland's been doing since 1999.
That's as good an answer as any.
Why waste brain cells and thought power on, a franchise that certainly doesn't waste or use any of theirs? Because, this is just getting dumb at this point. And it's like, did Dillon Gabriel take a shot at Shedeur, or was it really at the media? Blah, blah, blah. Either way, bro, you're a pro. Don't put it out there.
Yeah, he took a shot at Shedeur. Can we stop playing?
Why? What are you doing? Come on, man. It was so unnecessary. But that's
unprofessional.
That's probably something he ear hustled from Dan Lanning's office,
right?
Last year, because back when Bo Nix was there, we don't play for clicks.
Yeah.
So Sanders is almost like a brand. They know almost like a brand.
It is.
Sanders is a brand, and there are certain characteristics associated with it that I guess some football purists are uncomfortable with, let's say.
Yeah.
So, if Shedeur isn't the backup, what are they going to do? Are they going to cut him? Are they going to keep 4 quarterbacks?
You asking me?
Again, see, this is what happens when you try to think like a dummy. It's like you've got a 3rd round pick, a 5th round pick.
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, and Freak Nasty still rehabbing, right?
Deshaun Watson, and they still got Tyler Huntley.
What is that's 6 guys?
Yeah. I don't know, man. So,
God bless you, Myles Garrett, and the people of Cleveland, Uncle Jimmy, Aditi, Sonya, and them family. I feel for y'all because that football team there, they on some mid-90s Lion stuff.
So we briefly touched on the documentary about Jerry Jones, the gambler.
Oh, yeah.
And while I couldn't bring myself to watch any episodes, I did read a couple of reviews about it.
Oh, okay.
Because I just don't much care for the Jerry Jones saga.
Yeah.
But the couple of things that struck me about the reviews that I read is that when Jerry Jones first acquired the Dallas Cowboys franchise, he was extremely decisive. Even with the Herschel Walker trade, hiring Jimmy Johnson, even when he fired
Jimmy Johnson. Yeah. Right.
He was extremely decisive, and it was impressed upon me that very successful football franchises, that's really a touchstone of those franchises, that they are decisive.
Mm-hmm.
They make decisions. You know, even with our Lions, if we just bring it close to home, when they hired Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, they traded Matthew Stafford. They went out and got Jared Goff. They got a bunch of picks.
Yep.
Decisive. You know what I'm saying? Ahead of last season. Re-up Jared Goff. Re-up Amon-Ra St. Brown during the season. Re-up David Montgomery. Re-up Aleem McNeil. Whether you like all of the moves that they make as an organization, they're decisive. They doing stuff. They making moves. You know, and I contrast that with Jerry Jones now, you know, signing CD Lamb at the last minute, signing Dak Prescott at the last minute. Micah Parsons, now they in a contract standoff. He's indecisive.
Right.
And that's why the Cowboys are no longer successful.
Right.
Decisiveness is what makes you successful.
True.
I say that to say the Cleveland Browns, 6 quarterbacks, still ain't named a backup. How many quarterbacks you need to look at? How many do you need to figure out who's your backup? And that's why the Cleveland Browns are the Cleveland Browns. And people are like, I mean, Shador has been the best quarterback in camp. They can't mess this up. Yes, they can.
I mean,
Bill Belichick used to coach for the Cleveland Browns.
I mean, man, listen.
They can mess anything up.
If Kenny Pickett hasn't done anything to separate himself from a 5th round pick and a 3rd round pick, then guess what Kenny Pickett is? Cut.
Yeah, I mean,
he's cut.
They won't be decisive.
He's cut.
This is what I'm saying. But that's decisiveness.
Like, what year are we on with Kenny over here out of Pitt?
This is decision making.
Like, he's cut.
Yeah, this is. But that's you talking about being decisive.
I just don't understand.
Franchises
like,
do.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's like, again, when you force me to think like it really becomes frustrating because it's like, what are we doing? Like, how much more
being unsuccessful? That's what they be. That's what they're doing
since 1999.
Exactly. This is what this is what I'm explaining.
Since 1999.
Since before that,
I mean,
Bill Belichick was the coach in the mid 90s. He went 11-5 and won a playoff game. They fired him. That's too much success.
The Eric Metcalf.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, they specialize in being indecisive,
bro,
and unsuccessful.
No arguments for me.
And don't get me wrong, like I was a Lions fan for 40 years. We just figured it out. We just figured out that successful friend. You look at Philadelphia. You know, one of the gold standards in the NFL right now. Carson Wentz didn't work. Decisively got rid of him. Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl, but he wasn't working. Decisively got rid. You know what I'm saying? Like these.
Yeah, but the Lions, they were running it like on some. Well, you know, eventually it's gonna be our turn. Yeah. Like somebody had to get in there and be like, no, this isn't working at all. None of it.
You see the decisiveness in the new regime. They are decisive.
Shout out Martha.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out Martha. Shout out Dan Campbell. They're decisive. They even if you don't like it. Because did I want to give Aleem McNeil $98 million? Not necessarily, but at least they was like, this is our guy.
And to your point, say what you want about Dan Campbell. He's got the whole damn league going for it on 4th down now.
Listen, man, decisiveness. This is what we do. This is who we are. We are decisive. And that is how you have success. By being decisive. Indecision, not successful. That's why Cleveland is who they are. Listen, let me tell you something, man. Here's my last word on it, because I, again, don't want to turn this into the dog pound and Cleveland Browns podcast. But the best thing that could happen to Shador is for the Cleveland Browns to be the Cleveland Browns. And they just cut him.
Yep.
Because I would love to see him go to the Rams. If I was the Rams, I'd be banking the call right now, because the rumblings out of the Rams organization is that Matthew Stafford's back might be a little bit worse off.
And he's 37.
Yeah. And so, man, I would love for Shador to get with Sean McVay.
To live and die in L.A.
A quarterback guru to be out in Los Angeles.
With Puka?
Yeah, Puka with Devontae. The Devontae Adams is out there, man. They got a squad.
Talk to me nice.
Hey, man, they got a squad out there, and I'm like, man, put him in that system, man. Listen, quarterback of the future, man. He'd be the quarterback there for the next 10 years.
Wretched,
get out of that dump
organization
that's the Cleveland Browns, man.
That's so appropriately named.
Yeah, the Browns.
And I'll leave it at that. For all you 12-year-old gutter humor folks. Moving on.
But anyway, man, let's